Hello everyone, welcome back. Today we are going to be talking about percent decrease and what that kind of looks like in a word problem. So we have our original amount of 300 and then we have a new amount of 180. So we need to find the percent decrease, and what we do is we need to use this equation. So we have the amount of decrease that we need to find first. So in order to find the amount of decrease, we need to subtract the original amount from and the new amount. So I'm going to say O for original minus N for new. My original amount is 300 and my new amount is 180. So my problem is 300 minus 180. So let's go ahead and subtract this here. I'm going to write it vertically to make it easier. So 0 minus 0 is 0. I can't subtract 8 from 0, so I need to borrow from this 3. This becomes 2. This 0 becomes 10. 10 minus 8 is 2. 2 minus 1 is 1. So I get a remainder of 120. So my amount of decrease is equal to 120. I'm going to put that in blue so I know that's my amount of decrease. And then I have to put that over my original price. Well, the original amount is already given here. So I'm going to rewrite this. It's going to be 120 divided by 300 and then multiplied by 100. So 120 divided by 3. We need to see how many times can 300 go into 120. So we have 120 divided by 300. Now, you see how I have zeros on the ends of each number? There's a little trick you can use when you're dividing bigger numbers. If they both end with the 0, you can slash how many zeros there are in each problem. I can't slash out this second 0 because there's not another 0 on the numerator. So I have 12 divided by 30. That's a lot easier to work with than 120 divided by 300. So let's see, how many times can 30 go into 12? Well, it can't, so I need to annex a decimal and a 0. Well, how many times can 30 go into 120? Let's see. We have 30, 60, 90, 120. So it can go in 1, 2, 3, 4 times. 4 times 30 is 120. We get a remainder of 0. So I have 0.4, or 0.4, however you'd like to write it. And I need to multiply this by 100. Now, when you see a decimal and you're multiplying it by 100, you're moving that decimal point 2 places back. So if I have 0.4, I'm multiplying by 100, which has 2 zeros, so I need to move my decimal place 2 zeros back. 1, that's 1 decimal, 2 places back. So I'm left with an answer of 40. But again, we're looking at percent, so this would be 40% of a decrease. So now that we know how to find percent decrease, let's go ahead and look at what the words mean. So words that mean percent decrease. So you're going to see this in word problems, and it's not necessarily going to tell you this is a percent decrease. So you kind of have to find those key words that will tell you this. So we have sales price. This is when something is on sale, the total amount decreases to a smaller amount. For example, a jacket is on sale for $10 but was originally $25, so the price went down $15. So the new sales price is $15. And then you have amount off. So this is when an item or good has a price taken off. The total amount for that good goes down or decreases. For example, a pair of shoes had $40 taken off of it. Well, let's say it's $100. If $40 were taken off of it, then it would be $60. You see how these numbers are slowly going from a large number to a much smaller number? This shows that it's percent decrease. And then lastly, we have markdown. This is when something is marked down. It means there is a percentage or amount that is taken off. So this can be marked down. Let's say fruit is marked down 10% today. Or these pair of shoes are marked down by $10 today. It could mean either money or percentage. So let's look at a word problem and then kind of decide what the word is that we're looking for. So it says a customer at Walmart was shopping for Halloween candy. They realized that there was a coupon for $15 off your total purchase of candy. If the total cost of all the candy the customer bought was $57.39, by what percent was the customer total decreased? So, how do I know that this is a percent decrease? Well, in the word problem, it said $15 off. So $15 off would be my key telling me, okay, this is going to be a percent decrease. And then it said by what percent was the customer's total decrease. So it's not always going to say percent decrease. It might say a decrease and a percent, but they might not be next to each other. So you kind of have to figure that out for yourself. And again, we have our same formula. We have amount of decrease divided by original price. So we need to figure out what was the amount that decreased. Well, I know my original was $57.39. And then they took off $15 off. So how much did it decrease? Well, let's see. First, we need to take off the $15 to see how much it is. So 9 minus 0 is 9. 3 minus 0 is 3. Bring down the decimal. 7 minus 5 is 2. 5 minus 1 is 4. So I'm left with $42.39. Well, how much did it decrease? Well, we know it decreased by $15. So this amount of decrease is 15. The original price is already given. It was $57.39, so this is our original price. So I'm going to put $57.39. Well, now we can solve. So we have 15 divided by $57.39. So we need to solve this first, and then we will multiply by 100. Let me go ahead and move this. So we have 15, and we're dividing it by 57.39. So we need to figure out how many times can 57.39 go into 15. Well, we know it can't. So we're going to have to annex a decimal and some zeros. So we know it can't. So we need decimal and zeros to bring down. Oops, not 1 0. 0 here. So can $57.39 go into $150? Well, let's see how many times. So you have $57.39. If you multiply that by 2, you get $114.78. So $57.39 times 2 gives me $114.78. If we subtract this, we get 150 minus 114.78. That gives me $35.22. $57.39 can't go into this, so we need to bring another 0 down. So how many times can $57.39 go into 350, 220? Let's see. So 35220 divided by 57.39. It goes in about 6 times. We're going to stop there because it's going to be a repeating decimal, and we just need a roundabout percentage. Usually you're going to have pretty clean percentages where it divides evenly and you don't have a remainder, but in this case we did. But that's okay. So we're stopping at 26. Now, oops, getting a little ahead of myself. 26, and we're multiplying that by 100. Well, remember what I said, when you're multiplying a decimal by 100, you move it however many zeros there are. We have 1, 2 zeros, so 0.26, I know I moved the zeros 2 places back. So 1, 2, so my new number is 26. But again, we're looking at percentages, so this would be 26%. All right, that's all for today. I hope you have a good day, and I'll see you next time. Bye.